Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. It is only about 9:15 right now, guys. I have been up since about 7:30 this morning. I already made quiche for breakfast. I made it different than I made it last weekend. Last weekend I ended up making a broccoli cheddar quiche. This week, because we had bell peppers left over and I needed to get those used up, I ended up making a bell pepper quiche, and these are my potatoes for my breakfast for the week that I'm going to throw in the oven in just a couple seconds. Those are going to be my meal prep, the potatoes, so I'm pre-making those. I might have a little bit for breakfast, but I'm not making the potato breakfasts for everybody else this week because I'm going to do parfaits. So what I normally end up using is actually the big one that I used for brownies for Grandma's birthday yesterday to do all my potatoes in. So that's also why instead of dirtying two pans, I'm not going to do them for anybody else, because out of the three that I made, only one ended up getting eaten. So I'm not making those for this week because they were not as big of a hit as they normally are. I'm not sure why, but the quiche, we might actually only end up eating like half of it, so that might be left over for a day or two as well for breakfast. So right now I've got my Tupperware all laid out, trying to figure out for this week what's going to work best, because the problem is, guys, we have so many random things of Tupperware and we don't have everything all in the same sizes. Like I might have 5 of a couple, but for the most part I need 5 of all the same sizes. And some days, because I do 3 days are going to be the same for my meal prep, and then 2 days are the same. So some days I need different sizes for other things, like what would be lunch one day is actually going to be smaller than what I need for lunch the next day, or bigger or something like that. So I know what I'm going to do, and for the most part it's semi-similar to what I ended up doing last week. I'm going to try and throw in a little bit more snack stuff in there, or at least optional snack things, because I noticed, again, I was kind of hungry like around lunch as well. Last week, a couple times in the morning, if I ate my breakfast really early, which I wasn't up really early at all, but like 2 maybe days out of the week, I finished my breakfast like before 11 o'clock, or I guess I finished my coffee before 11 o'clock, and I was hungry by like noon. And so normally I don't eat my lunch until, some days I'll eat it like noon, or I'll eat it 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. It just kind of depends. But some days I was hungry way earlier, and then if I eat earlier for lunch, then I need my dinner earlier, or else I needed a snack or something. So I'm going to have optional snack stuff, because the Annie's organic, the cheddar bunnies, the granola bars. I was trying to figure out if it was the granola bars. They also had animal cookies and the fruit snacks, all on sale for $1 a box at Caputo's. Last week they had the mac and cheese out. This week, and I noticed that they had it like in the back, they have like a manager special spot, and I noticed that they were all marked at $1 too, because the mac and cheese was, and the mac and cheese for $1 isn't the best price and isn't the worst price. I think they're normally about $2 or more, but I know Aldi, which they have the organic brand of mac and cheese as well, theirs is about $1 also. So I didn't think it was like a huge savings or anything like that, but I know their cheddar bunnies are sometimes $3 or more. I know that the fruit snacks can be expensive, and so this week I have like the organic, granola bars and stuff like that I'm going to add in as options if I want to have it for lunch. If not, I can always save it for another day or another week or something like that. But I think with the exception of the granola bars, like the fruit snacks, there's 5 in a pack, so that'll work perfectly. I could have one for each day, and I got 2 packs. I got 2 packs of everything with the exception of the animal cookies. We only got 1, and I just left it in here because I'm not a huge animal cookie fan. So I'm going to have the other things, but my dad actually wanted animal cookies. So we got those, and I'm really hoping they'll be on sale next week too, because I'd like to get a couple more, because that's a really, really good sale for the organic stuff from Annie's. And I think it was like manager special, but the other thing too was that they had blueberries. Cases of blueberries for free, because there's a couple that need to like be picked out and stuff like that. They're not good anymore. And so for the most part though, like at least 90% of the carton, or the pint of blueberries are perfectly fine. There's just a couple that kind of need to be filtered through and stuff like that. So they were giving away cases of them for free, and they said you could take as many as you wanted. So we got a whole case, which was 12 packs of blueberries. So I'm gonna go through those and kind of clean them out and figure out which ones are good and which ones aren't. I'll probably end up freezing several of them, and we can use them for smoothies and stuff like that, or dehydrate them as well, because, you know, it's just, I need to pick out a couple of the bad ones, you know, but other than that, they're totally fine. So we got 12 pints of blueberries all for free, and the Amy stuff all for $1 each. So they actually had some really good, like, manager specials this week. At least that's what I think they were, because they weren't advertised in the ad. And like I said too, I noticed it last week, at least with the Annie's stuff. So anyways, though, I'm going to get rolling and try and figure out my Tupperware situation for this week. And then I also need to throw my potatoes in the oven and finish my coffee, because I have not done that yet. And I need to finish my coffee. I think I'm about halfway done with my cup. And so, yeah, I've been a little crabby this morning because I haven't had my coffee. But it's snowing out right now, actually. It's flurries. It's been like this for the last couple days. Can you guys see it out there? Last couple days it's been flurries. I don't even know if you guys can tell, but it has been. And so, yeah, looks like there's more snow. So it's been a chilly day, and it's dark and gloomy out, guys. I need some sunshine. I haven't had sunshine since like last weekend when it was 60 degrees out. And now this weekend it's snowing. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's still January. I don't mind so much, but I wish that at least if it's going to snow, like, or at least if it's going to be a snowy day 2 days out of the week, can the other days be sunny? No, this whole week has been all cloudy except for, like I said, last weekend. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to get back to what I was doing. So my breakfasts are done so far, and they're in the fridge. However, I'm completely out of room with everything that's in the fridge. So I'm going to have my breakfast now. It's like 11 o'clock. I'm going to have my breakfast, which is the potatoes that I made for the breakfast. I'm going to have that, and I'm going to watch a little bit of YouTube, and then I'm going to get the freezer dinners done. I also finished up the pasta salad that I made for myself for dinner this week. I'll share that with you guys too later. But like I said, taking a bit of a break so I can eat, and then also too because I have to do the freezer dinners so I can get room in the fridge to put the rest of the Tupperware in the fridge, because there's no room in there. So that is, I guess, my 11 o'clock update for you guys. Right, so these are the first two freezer dinners. I got these done. This is creamy ranch pork and potatoes. It's actually, the recipe is actually for pork chops. However, I'm doing it with the pork. I think it's just like pork tenderloin or something like that. I changed the recipe up just a little bit, but it's still pretty much going to be the exact same. And my bags look like they're overflowing. So I'm going to go try and get these out to the freezer. And those are the first two that I got done. The last two I've got to take out to the freezer are sloppy joes. I just made 2 quick batches of freezer sloppy joes, and I'm going to take these out to the freezer. I realized I made everything all in one pot, and this one has got a little bit more than this one does. So yeah, I probably should have tried to split those up a little bit better, but in total they were about 4 pounds, or I think it was like 3.8 pounds between the whole package that I got, and so I tried to split it up about 2 pounds each, but unfortunately this one looks like it's got a little bit more in here. So I'm going to go take these out to the freezer, and these are the only freezer dinners that I'm making for this week. It's about 3 o'clock now, guys, and I am going to sit down, relax, possibly enjoy the rest of my evening. I got my meal prep done. I got the freezer dinners done. I've got almost all of the vegetables and fruit cut up, with the exception of I have a pineapple, I have a cantaloupe, and I also have cauliflower in the fridge. So I am going to most likely either cut those later today or tomorrow, but my shoulder's hurting from cutting everything that I've already cut today, and also from standing, being on my feet since pretty much 7 o'clock this morning with it. Other than that 1 hour I sat down to have my breakfast. I haven't even had lunch really, but it was a late breakfast. So I got my meal prep done, with the exception of I might make guacamole for myself and put it in little mason jars and do it either as dip, or I could have it on toast. That just kind of depends. I'm not really sure if I want to do it or when I'm going to do it. I could possibly do it tomorrow as well. I don't have to do it right now, but I got everything all done, so I'm really happy about that. I also did what I thought was going to be for lunch. I might have a really big lunch, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to save. I made some little fruit packets that have grapes and strawberries and blueberries, blackberries, and raspberries. Got all of those on sale this week. So I have little packets of those, and I might save those for after dinner because sometimes I'm still hungry after dinner too. So that might be like my dessert or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this week. We'll kind of play it by ear. It just kind of depends on when I'm hungry, and I have options for whenever I want to eat, which is why I want to do the guacamole. I don't have to because I could just whip up a bowl of guacamole for myself. But I think I would do maybe like 3 or 4 avocados and then just split it up between the 5 days and do them in the little mason jars that I have. So like I said, we will see. I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything else today because I'm also making dinner for tonight too, which I don't normally do on Sundays. Normally that's my mom's day, but I got some stuff in the crock pot here because I've been making too many dinners, more dinners than we've been eating each week. So this week I'm doing 4 and I'm actually making 5. So luckily that will kind of even itself out, but some weeks I've been making like 7 or 8 dinners and we're only eating 4 a week. So yeah, it's good to have extras, but we have like way too many extras, like no room in the freezer. That's why I asked my mom too, and like I said too, I wasn't sure if she wasn't feeling good today. She's actually feeling a lot better than what I told you guys yesterday. And so, but I asked her if she wanted me to make breakfast this morning and then also dinner for tonight, and she said sure. So I'm going ahead and doing that. So yeah guys, I got like, I'm gonna have to do another load of dishes, but I got like a load done, an extra load. I've got 2 loads of laundry done today. I got a lot of stuff done and it's only 3 o'clock. I mean, that's like pretty good accomplishment, but I am definitely starting to get tired now from being on my feet and taking care of all these chores today. What are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, look at the dog. He's scared down there. Alright, well I guess that's moving. Bliss, that's your favorite chair. Where are they taking it? Poor baby. Get out of that garbage can. That's not for you. No. Where are they taking your favorite chair? She's like, just let me in the garbage can. I'll make it all better, Kayla. No. 3rd week of meal prep, guys. Here it is. So the only thing is I do have little packets of berries and also my cheese stick that will be thrown in here for lunches. I just don't have enough room on the table, honestly, guys, to take my Instagram picture and to fit everything on here. So I will try and run through this as quickly as possible. The other thing is too, I'm gonna have guacamole and chips as well with like my lunch / snack. But the only thing is I don't have those pre-bagged. I'm just gonna kind of figure out however many I need to finish the guacamole. Or what I might end up doing too, I told you guys earlier, I did make the guacamole, but I might end up doing it on toast. And so anyways, so this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday are the same. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are the same. And that's breakfast. This is snackish, lunchish in here. Depends. Sometimes I'm still hungry that I need more for lunch. Sometimes I'll have lunch later, I was telling you guys. And then down here is dinner. So I'm doing canned soup to yes because I've really been wanting soup. And I realized I picked up another 2 cans. I have about 6 or somewhere between 6 to 8 cans of lentil soup in the pantry. I need to actually eat this. So I had to work this in somehow to my meal prep, which I didn't know prior, and bought another 2 at the grocery store yesterday. So anyways, let's start, guys. I'm doing the same thing I did last week, pretty much for exactly the same for the breakfast with the exception of this. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm doing my potatoes, peppers, my cheese. This has also got the homemade guacamole, or I'm sorry, it's not the homemade guacamole, homemade granola, and then raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries. Then I also am doing my protein bar as well that I made these from scratch. I made 10 of them last week and I had the 5 left over for this week. Then this is my snack for Monday, Tuesday. Well, actually all the days are exactly the same for the snack part. I was telling you guys the Annie's organic, the granola bars, the fruit snacks, the cheddar bunnies, those were all on sale. For 1 package was $1 on sale. These are for my hummus. And then I also got some organic popcorn, which is super tasty. It's sea salt. So so it's a little bit better than having like super salty popcorn. So that's what it is. And then like I said, guacamole, either I'm going to do as a dip and just eat it as guacamole, or else do it as toast, like avocado toast. And then for the lunch, this is different. This is the only thing I guess that's kind of different, is that I'm doing, this was the same as last week though, spinach, mandarins, and the almonds. I'm doing whole almonds. And then for dinner, this is a pasta salad with some vegan Parmesan cheese, and then it's just like Italian dressing, and it's got some cherry tomatoes in there. This might honestly be too much for me to eat. I don't know if I'll eat this much. I tried to go a little bit healthier. I wanted pasta because I've been having a taste for pasta, but I didn't want to do regular old pasta, and I'm not a huge fan of whole grain. I'll still eat it, but it called for rotini, and I love the veggie rotini pasta, so I went with that. So that is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then for Tuesday, Thursday, the same thing pretty much with the fruits, vegetables, and stuff like that there. The only thing that's different is these little roll-ups, which I actually love, these flatbreads from Aldi. In there that has got peanut butter. It's actually the, not organic, but it's a crunchy peanut butter with flaxseed and chia seeds. So it's got some more fiber in there as well. And then also the it's got honey and it's bananas. So these are going to be super tasty. I love banana and peanut butter, honey roll-up kind of things. Normally I do them on bread, but this is a way better option because of the roll-up. It's much healthier. So I'm doing that as well with the protein granola also. Then those are my same for my lunch, exactly the same. Then the salad's a little different. I'm doing a blueberry because I told you guys I got so many of those blueberries, strawberries, and then also almonds as well, whole almonds instead of the slivered almonds or whatever I did last week. And then also spinach, and then like I said, the lentil soup. So that's the only thing different that I pretty much switched up a little bit. Like I said, these will also have chips in here. And what I might do too is if I'm feeling hungry after dinner and I wasn't that hungry for lunch, I might save these for after dinner. So if I'm still feeling hungry for breakfast, I could throw some of this on some toast as well if I feel like my breakfast didn't fill me up. Especially, I'm not so sure how much these will fill me up. I don't know because I've never had them before. But if I'm still feeling hungry for breakfast one day, I can always do it with toast. For this week is that I made little packets. These might end up in my lunch. These might end up for my dessert. I honestly don't know again, guys. They've got grapes, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. I think those are all the berries, like I said, grapes, and then string cheese. And I made 5 of these little packets for myself. I feel like I made a lot more food this week, but I honestly don't know if I am going to eat it all or not. The thing was, those with the Annie's organic, like the granola bars and whatever stuff, that was a lot more, I feel like. But I don't know, because I don't know how much it'll fill me up. Like, there's probably not that many fruit snacks. I don't know, I've never had it. I think I had the granola bars, but I've never had like the fruit snacks. So they might only be a couple in there, and it might not totally fill me up. So I might still be hungry, and who knows though too, because my coffee always seems to make me hungry, but it also fills me up where I feel like I'm not hungry, but then once I start eating after I've had my coffee, then I just can't stop eating. So I have no clue, guys, honestly. But I am going to watch the Bulls game, get some editing done, and I've actually got a lot more stuff to do. But I did make the guacamole, so that was an accomplishment. Well, guys, I am going to take a shower and head to bed. I didn't make the parfaits. I didn't cut the cauliflower or the pineapple or the cantaloupe. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm just too tired to do it tonight. I actually stayed up. Well, not stayed up, but I edited the vlog after the Bulls game. Or I edited like the end of the 4th quarter, so I had to finish it into the end of the game pretty much. So I'm going to take a shower and head to bed. The vlog is actually saving and encoding and all that good stuff. So I also realized that the last 2 days vlog I've actually forgot to publish. So that's my bad, guys. I'm sorry. They were uploaded, they were just not published, so they will be made public. Yesterday's will be up tomorrow night. This one might be up tomorrow morning. Wait, I honestly don't know, guys. The vlogs are they're all caught up. I just forgot to publish them. So, my bad. But, yeah, they'll all be good and all that stuff. So, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today, so make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe. And I'll talk to all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So, bye, guys.